I have just completed my move from Nigeria and now live in Lisbon, Portugal.
So this Nigerian YouTuber, you all know him, Tayo Aina, for me, you understand, has become a disgrace to Nigeria.
Need be. So Ajim made a video about Tayo Aina, a popular African content creator from Nigeria. And Ajim has this to say about Tayo. You guys, before I even saw Ajim's video about Tayo, I have watched Tayo's video from the beginning till the end to understand what happened. Why are you jackbarring? But I didn't see anything wrong in that video. The fact that you are not free in your country to speak your mind doesn't mean that you are going to impose that on others. Chai, God I beg. How did you guys get to this place where you will give this opportunist so much power? Like, I live in Ghana. Do they even born me well? Let me use that pidgin. Then born my mama well. Make I sit down. Talk about Wodemaya like this. No.
Come on, my sister Nili. Ajim was never wrong. One thing you have to know is that anything you say at the internet, online or offline, whereas you are able to defend your point, you are correct. Ajim made a very important point based on my own observation. And in your own side, you made your own point. Remember, whatever you say, so far you are able to defend it. So far you are able to speak up and let the whole world to know your reasons for saying what you have said. You are definitely right for saying what you have said. So what am I trying to say? I watched the video of Tayo, his relocation to Portugal. I watched your own video. And also, I watched the video of Ajim. Also, I went to the comment section of Tayo Aina. I saw what Nigerians were saying. I saw how Nigerians were really not satisfied with the things he said in that video. Nigerians in their numbers were never cool with what he has said. Many of them were like, he is exposing us to danger. He is exposing us to the whole world. He is exposing the bad side of Nigeria to the whole world. Remember, before countries of the world will start to reject a country or will start preventing a particular country from entering into their own country, there must be a reason. And remember, internet never forgets. Whatever you put out there at the internet, in years to come, it is still there for you. Imagine a top celebrity with 1 million subscribers coming out to say those things he said in that video about his own country. What do you think that countries of the world will say about it? Do you know even the so-called Wodemaya you made mention of? Do you know he might have other countries' passport without letting it to the whole world to know about it? Because by doing so, he is trying to expose his own country, or that countries of the world are restricting his own countries from traveling. There are going to be so many negative impacts in that kind of video. That is why you cannot see Wodemaya coming to say something like that about his own country. And remember, nobody should be above the law. Nobody. Because allowing certain group of people to be above the law, that is what is causing trouble and spoiling things in Nigeria. Tayo Aina is not above the law. If you do anything that is wrong, everybody is right to condemn that. Remember, when you pamper certain group of people, when you pamper them, when they come out to mess up at the internet, when you pamper them, and you feel that they are above the law, that is how things started getting wrong in Nigeria. For us to get it right, nobody should be above the law. And I'll stand with Ajim, a Cameroonian, what he has said. His reaction to that video of Tayo, he is 100% right, if I'm to say, based on what I have seen or based on my own interpretation, he is right. Tayo said a whole lot of things. He made mention of how he has not been able to travel because of holding a Nigerian passport. Which kind of impression is he giving out to the whole world about Nigeria? Which kind of impression is it trying to let the whole world to know about Nigeria and Nigerians? Remember, he is a top content creator, travel vlog content creator with millions of subscribers, 1 million plus subscribers on YouTube. coming out to say such a thing about his country is giving his country red flag, restriction, more restriction from traveling. My dear, there is no eye service here. Do you understand? If you are wrong, I will tell you you are wrong. The way you attack this man, or you attacks to this man, Ajim, I think you are wrong, my sister. Come on, let us call a spade a spade. Tayo is wrong based on what he said in that video. He can travel quietly, gingerly, without coming out to let the whole world to know his conditions before leaving Nigeria. We all know that Nigeria might not be the best country in Africa. But let me tell you, whatever you think is not going well in Nigeria, whatever you think is bad happening in Nigeria, it is also happening in other countries of the world and also other African countries. It's rain everywhere. Do you understand me, my sister? It rained everywhere. But you will not see Ghanaians coming out to condemn their own country at the internet. You will not see their top travel content creator, Wodemaya, coming out to condemn his own country. Are you trying to tell me that Wodemaya has not been facing challenges in traveling out of Ghana? Is that what you're coming to tell me? But have you seen this gentle, handsome young man, Wodemaya, coming out to rub it in the face of his country? Have you seen him coming out to speak ill of his own country? We all understand and know what is happening in Nigeria. There is one thing I want to let you know, my sister Lily. While growing up, we had a man, a very tough man in my community, very tough. He is married to 3 women and he has children. Do you understand me? He got married to 3 beautiful women and he has children. But whenever any of his child has issue outside with other children, maybe they involve themselves in basbos, even if his own child is wrong, he can never condemn that his child in the presence of people. He will never beat you or scold on his own child. He will just take you home, settle the issue, but he will never agree that his own child is wrong in the presence of people. Do you know what this man will do? He will take his child after the settlement, but he will never admit that his own child is wrong. He will take you gingerly inside the house and flog the hair out of you. But he will never condemn you in the presence of people. What is this man trying to do? He's trying to protect the reputation of his child. He's trying to let people not to think bad of his own child. He's trying to protect that child not to have low self-esteem outside. He's trying to raise that child to be able to always defend himself when he is outside. But when he take you inside, he will flog the hair out of you and correct you. We all know that Nigeria is not good, or it is not the way we expect it to be. But knowing that, coming out to let the people of the world to know that we Nigerians are restricted from traveling, coming out to tell the world that Nigeria is not good, that people are trying to japa for a greener pasture, know that restriction and hatred on Nigerians will keep on growing, coming from a top celebrity. Do you know what it takes for someone to have 1 million subscribers on YouTube? Because if Tayo had used his platform to come and speak good of Nigeria, it will give Nigeria chances of traveling and chances that people of the world will start welcoming Nigerians and not to restrict them. So, with your own point, you might be right to an extent, but let me tell you, nobody should be above the law. When you are wrong, people should be free to tell you are wrong, no matter the part of the world where you come from. Ajim was never wrong. I've been watching this man. I've been seeing the way he has been trying to portray the image of Nigerians and Nigeria to the whole world to be a good place to be. Ajim, please don't stop your good work. Don't stop. I've been watching you right from the time you opened your channel. I was there before you came to YouTube. I saw you and I saw the things you have been doing before you started talking about Nigeria. Ajim, please, keep on doing what you're doing. You are changing the narrative. Remember, it rains everywhere, my sister Lily. It rains everywhere. No country is the worst and no one is the best. Remember, the same thing that is happening in Nigeria is happening in other countries of the world. But you will not see their citizens coming out to expose themselves at the internet. Why is it that Nigeria's creators, they have basket mouth? Why is it that Nigerians cannot hide their shame? Why is it that they must come out to pour their shame to the whole world to know that things are not going well in Nigeria? As if you are coming to report on the internet, are they coming to fix the country for you? Or you are trying to expose yourself to them all? Common sense is never common. I think we should find a way to put everything to a stop. We should try. Let me tell you, most of the things happening in Nigeria, we the citizens, we are contributing 100% to everything going on in this country. Do you know what it takes for you to come out and open your mouth? Bah, Nigeria is a bad place. Nigeria have restricted me from traveling. Nigeria have limited me in my career in so many ways. It is not good. You might think we are trying to be fair or to speak for the people of the world to love you, but you are putting your country to danger. You are putting your citizens to danger, forgetting that evil forest you might call Nigeria, your siblings, your parents, your relatives are still in that evil forest. I could remember the story of the Yoruba man, the same Yoruba, I think that was earlier this year, that granted interview while he was in UK. BBC, he granted an interview with BBC while he was in UK, trying to tell the UK government that Nigerians are jackbarring to the UK through education, not for studies anyways, but to look for a greener pasture. It was then, after he exposed that fact at the internet in that BBC interview, that was when the UK government started to dig. And it was how they found out that this guy was a former police officer in Nigeria. He jackbarred also to the UK. This man was in asylum receiving his small tips to keep his life going. It was then the UK government found out that this guy, the same money that was given to him through asylum, we are not meant to send that money home or for anything. That money was supposed to be for your feeding. This man was sending that money back home for them to build for him. They found out what happened later. They deported him. Have you seen it? You are trying to expose others from coming to the UK to enjoy a better life you are enjoying, but you ended up exposing yourself and now you are back in Nigeria. Have you seen it? So it is better for us creators, if we don't know what to say about Nigeria, please keep quiet. I've never seen Wodemaya. I've never seen top creators from other countries coming out to spill rubbish about their own country. I have never seen. It is only Nigeria that is allowed and permitted. Please, leave Ajim alone. He is right to speak against whatever he feels that is wrong about somebody. Nobody should be above the law. Do you understand, my sister? Nobody should be above the law. Because when we continue to make certain group of people to be above the law, things will keep on going wrong in Nigeria. Please, my dear sister, Ajim was never wrong in what he said. I watched your video, that of Tayo and also Ajim. I also made some videos about that. And going through the comment section, Nigerians are not satisfied with what Tayo has said. Nigerians are not cool with it. Nigerians are not happy with it. That is to tell you that Nigerians are not happy. If you are happy, if you are cool with what Ajim has said, many Nigerians are not okay. They are not cool. And they are also not happy about that. Let us call a spade a spade. And remember, nobody should be above the law. We should stop when we are supposed to stop, and we should speak when we are supposed to speak. I think there should be restriction to certain freedom of speech to creators in Nigeria to get things right. Not be only our politicians, they bad. They are not the only bad people in Nigeria. They are not the only one making the system not to be working. We, the citizens, we have contributed in so many ways to make the system not to be working. Shalom, my sister. God bless you. Your own point might not be wrong, but you might be wrong in so many ways based on what you have said, based on the way you have attacked Ajim, who has been speaking good about Nigeria. Even if he was on a paid trip to Nigeria to tour around Nigeria and to showcase Nigeria good side to the people of the world. It is a welcome development. I wish Ajim should come again because I watched his video. Even when he was in Abuja here, I watched his videos. Yeah. Even while in Benin, I watched his videos. His videos in Lagos, I watched it. So, Ajim, kudos to you. Thank you for defending Nigeria and Nigerians. Guys, for more interesting and amazing updates coming from my channel, please do well to subscribe and turn on your bell notification. Don't forget to share with us your own thoughts at the comment section. Is Ajim right or wrong in what he has said? You can go and watch the video in his channel. And is Sister Lily right in what she has said and how she has attacked Ajim, and also pointing it that some certain group of people should be above the law? Is she right or wrong? And also for what Ajim said, and also in what Aina said, based on the circumstances before he relocated to Portugal. Is it right or wrong? Pointing it out to the whole world to know that Nigeria passport, that it is rubbish. Is it right or wrong? Let me know your own opinion down in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. I remain your humble girl, Nkem. Season greetings.